Well, September is National Suicide Prevention Month. The grief we experience losing loved ones can impact not only our physical but mental health as well. I spoke with a San Diego man who recently lost his son to suicide, but he has a message of hope and wants to help others.
Man, I miss that boy. I miss that boy.
What do you miss about him?
Everything. Everything.
Until we see each other again, may God keep you in the palm of his hand. I promise to write you again soon. Love, Dad.
It has been about 8 months since Roger Doherty's 18-year-old son, Aiden, died by suicide.
He was a beautiful young man. He was a senior at Valhalla High School. He had just recently gotten his Eagle Scout.
The day before he died, Aiden enrolled at Northern Arizona University.
But he also suffered from depression and anxiety, and we knew about this. It was something that we were working with him on. You know, we were doing everything we could, and he was trying, and it wasn't enough.
Doherty says he has been coping with the loss of his son the best he can, writing him these letters. When did you start writing those letters?
The day he died.
He wrote his son a Christmas card he had planned to give him.
It was just a natural thing. Like, I wrote him the card, and I'm like, I can't say enough in that card. So I wrote him a letter, and I don't know how many pages it was, and I couldn't tell you what I said in it. And then that just became my way of communicating to him about my journey.
A journey he takes day by day. Doherty says he is seeing a therapist. He is also part of a Bible study group with other parents who have lost children.
Everybody's grief journey is different and your experience is different, but man, those connections, you know, it's connections and communication and support.
According to the CDC, most people who die by suicides are men. In fact, men make up 80% of suicides, and it's something doctors here at Kaiser Permanente see firsthand.
Men tend to choose methods that are more lethal. So firearms, usually.
Dr. Sarah Simmons is the director of Physician Psychological Wellness of Kaiser Permanente. She says everyone copes differently.
It's not the same for every person. And so it's very important for when an individual that they go through grief that they know my grief might not look like someone else's, and that's okay.
Simmons says surround yourself with family and friends. Reach out to healthcare providers and also take care of yourself.
Something that's overlooked is really that self-compassion piece, that self-care, making sure that you're gentle with yourself, listening to yourself.
Also exercising and eating healthy. That is something Doherty does daily. He hopes sharing his story will help others.
If I could say anything or be anything for anybody, one person, to be a light or a blessing or help them, that would be great.
Aaron Dickens, ABC 10 News. If you or someone you know is showing signs that they may be suicidal, you can call the crisis hotline number on your screen, 988. And I was nervous after that story aired if he would like it or not, because when you do those kind of stories, and he texted me and he appreciated the story, and he has a message of hope, which is great.
And these are extremely important conversations to have, because so often we've seen what happens when those discussions are not had. We've seen what happens when people do hold those in. So it's extremely important to provide that space to talk about this.
All right. Well, coming up, Hurricane Helene passes through the southeast and has left her mark. The cleanup efforts now underway in several states.
And I have a look at Hurricane